Thank you, Varun, for taking out the time to give us this review. Right, so you have two amazing admits from IE Business School as well as HEC Montreal, both for the MBA program. Right, just wanted to have a quick chat about how was the process working with us as such. Right, so even others can take a judicious decisions as to if they should take us help or not. Right. Okay, so the first question: how was your experience with MiM-Essay?
My experience was quite great. So, I got, at the starting I was a bit skeptical, like, it's starting from like you guys specializes more in MIM rather than MBA. But, having a discussion with you made me realize or put me in the right track of thinking. And later on, even if later on, while after signing up with you, what I like the most, like you have a great content which is 24/7 available. But the most important part that I felt with MIM was the highest sort of an engagement, with you guys. Mm-hmm. So wherever I've actually worked with a consultant earlier. That was a famous consultant back then. But with them, I never felt that much intrigued or that much driven as you were. Okay. So sort of like very high engagement from you guys. You guys were very proactive in pushing me towards filling my applications, whether it was applications, essay, reports, or anything. Because at most times you guys were much more proactive than me, and that is something you expect from your consultants. And lastly, I'll say you guys were a little bit more towards the newer or the open-minded edge, because mostly what happens is people have a separate set of or a fixed set of thought process. Like if you take any famous consultant or so they have a fixed set of thought process, like this is how application should be. But you guys were you guys are very quick to adapt. You have a very open mindset, and that actually helps bring the best foot forward. So that was my experience with you guys.
Awesome, great. Okay, next question. How did we add value to your application? So,
as I mentioned to you earlier, that I worked with a famous consultant, or a bit more prominent consultant, a year back. And the problem again with them was they were more on they had a fixed stencil basically for every student. And I didn't get the value for money or get adequate time from them. I have to nudge them, and for a lot of time. Now, what you guys did was a different scenario altogether. Like we started off having a simple chat. Okay. After you understood my profile, you sent me some things to fill it up. You analyzed my profile. You helped me select the good school, which based on my profile, which was based good on my career goals, and rate of acceptance, probability of acceptance. So that helped a lot. And later on, even during my application phase, so there was a lot of you understood what the application was saying, like if what the essay question actually meant, what they are looking for, and you help you help those pointers bring that in my essays. So that because of that, I was able to put my best foot forward in that application. So I think that was the best part.
Okay, perfect.
That's why.
Okay, great. So I think you already answered the best thing about the services. But again, if you have to name one thing as such, what would that be? Right?
Okay, there can be a lot of things which I liked from MIM. Like you guys are much more focused than the other competitors I've worked with. I've had chat with. You guys are much more focused. Your contents are pretty good and well maintained. Like even like the videos I went through. So I never had to ask you regarding any question, doubt regarding your videos, because they were very much self-explanatory. And but I think the best part was having. I think I'll go with two things. The best part, one was having multiple people involved, at least in the interview process. So we did a lot of mock interviews, and I did a mock interviews every time with a different person, so that there was no bias in such. They used to read my profile, my application, and then we used to have a chat.
Right.
So if suppose I'm constantly working with you, you will have slight bias with me in your interviews, and I will also get comfortable with you. Right. But having a new consultant each and every time was sort of what actually will be there. There will be one person, new person, in actual interviews,
right,
who has just seen my profile and I will be chatting for him for the first time.
Right.
So that was great. Secondly, I'll say the proactiveness of you guys. Like, I really like the part, how you guys were actually always looking forward towards the essays, towards the rewards, and how you were always pushing me towards filling the forms and all. So that helped a lot.
Okay, perfect, great. Sounds good. Okay, last thing, right? So what would you say to people wondering if they should try us or not? And especially because, a lot of people get confused with our name, MiM-Essay, right? I'm pretty sure you must have already, or you must have been confused as well. So again, people are looking for MBA applications, like what do you say to them, right? Should they try us or not?
So as a person who has tried both, like working with a prominent consultant who are rated high in GMAT clubs, and with you guys, so I'll suggest for anybody who want to come, I'll suggest to go with MIM, because first of all, as I told, the proactiveness, and you guys come with a different mindset, which is much more required, with a different mindset, which is not a stencil based approach, but you analyze in each and every person individually and customize your approach accordingly. So that helped a lot, and that is something which you need to set yourself apart in a pool of 1,000 or 10,000 applicants.
Okay, sounds
so yeah.
Okay,
that will be my message.
Perfect, Varun. Thank you so much for taking out the time for the review. Really, really appreciate it.